Hello, good morning. It's Zoe here from Yoga Burn, and today I'm going to walk you through the 3 most important things that we have to have in check or in place when it comes to getting great results in the core. For us women, we tend to really have a little bit of extra work we need to do when it comes to strengthening the core, releasing some weight around this area, and seeing noticeable change. And I'm going to give you some awesome tips today so that you can implement these tips into your life and start seeing great results ASAP, because we all know that when we see results and when we see changes, that's when we really get excited and we get more motivated to keep up with a healthy lifestyle. It's not very motivating to keep doing what you're doing if you're not seeing noticeable results. And that's why women in our community stick with their challenges, their workouts, their practices, because they see those awesome results. So I'm going to give you a couple awesome tips today. Let's go ahead and get into it. So as I said, there's 3 main areas we need to focus on when we're speaking specifically about the core, the waist, the stomach area. And I'm going to break it down into 3 sections. Section number 1 is the core work that you are actually doing. Of course, we need to be doing the right type of core exercises in order to strengthen and tone the entire core section. The superficial layer, the deeper layer, the obliques, internal and external obliques, as well as strengthening the muscles in our back. So I have a amazing little routine that you can do in just 15 minutes right from home. I've placed a link around this video for you. Tap the link, head on over to the next page, and I can walk you through the core routine I suggest you implement into your weekly routine about 2 to 3 times a week. But the main thing we want to focus on when it comes to core work, in short, and this is a very short version, is not just focusing on the superficial layer, which is the rectus abdominis, the 6-pack muscle. We also want to focus on the transverse abdominis, the internal and external obliques, and the erectors, the muscles in the back as well. It's important we take a nice kind of balanced approach to the core so that we're hitting all of those main areas and getting strong in a safe way. Crunches, while they do have their place, we don't just want to do just a bunch of crunches and nothing else. That's not really going to get us the great results, and it can also lead to strain in the neck, pain in the lower back, and lackluster results. So go ahead and tap that link at the end of this video so I can walk you through the core routine I suggest that you try. So part number 1, smart core work, planks, leg raises, stomach vacuums. These are the movements I suggest you try. Part number 2 is your diet. Of course, we need to talk about diet if we're going to talk about getting noticeable results. Because if we get really, really strong and gain some nice lean feminine muscle, if we have that little layer of fat over top, it's going to be really hard to see those changes. And that's when, for a lot of us, we're like, hey, my weight is going up on the scale, but I feel like I look better. That's because you're gaining that nice muscle, which is awesome. But when it comes to diet, that's where we can make those changes that then start to see the number on the scale go down. Not that that matters a huge amount, but it does sure feel good, and start to see that slimming, tightening, and toning within the body when we release some of that weight. So some of my favorite ways that I can easily recommend to you and just share what I do are, 1, getting a handle on your portions. I know. I mean, it's pretty amazing that we can still overeat even when we're making the healthiest choices. You can overeat avocado toast. You can overeat smoothies. Salad would be pretty tricky, but we all know that salad dressing, if you're having a Caesar salad every day, that's not really the best choice. So get a handle on your portions just by simply looking at the serving size of anything that's in a package and understanding what a serving size is, how many calories are involved in that, and just being aware. Another great tip is to make a food diary and track the foods that you eat. I know for a lot of us, simply doing that makes a big difference, because we're like, well, I don't want to eat like 10 Hershey's Kisses because I'm going to have to write it down in my food diary. I'm going to skip that. So just making healthy portion sizes, and I mean, instead of having 10 Hershey's Kisses, have 1 or 2. I still like to enjoy my wine, my chocolate, my desserts. I had pasta the other night for dinner. These are all things you can include. It just needs to be in moderation and with the proper portion size. That's what's going to help us make the difference to release and shed some weight, which is going to make all the difference when it comes to slimming the waist and revealing those abs that you've worked so hard for. So we've got our core work, our food, and then the third piece is our cardio. Now, here at Yoga Burn, we talk a lot about cardio because for decades, women have done a lot of cardio in order to try and trim down, tone up, and lose weight. Now, cardio does have its place, but the right type of cardio is ideal. The right type meaning not only is it going to give you the best results possible, but you're not going to be spending a whole lot of time on it. That's why in that challenge that I was talking about, the 15-minute routine, I've placed 4 minutes of smart cardio at the end of each routine, which we call HIIT, but we've added an A in there, HIIT, which means high intensity interval abdominal training. We do this so that we really boost the calorie burn and up the level of intensity, but just for a short amount of time to help you really burn some serious calories, boost your metabolism, and get into that afterburn effect that keeps your metabolism burning your food at a higher rate for long after your workout. Some people say studies show 24 to 48 hours after your HIIT workout, you have an elevated metabolism, which is great. It helps us to burn the food that we're eating and utilize the food that we're eating to put it to the right spots, like rebuilding our muscle, which is great. So I highly suggest you check out HIIT if that is a style of cardio that you'd like. And the great news is it only takes a couple minutes a few times a week to start seeing noticeable changes. That's what's so amazing, is that women in our community are leaving doing their 1-hour workouts 5 days a week and shifting to 15-minute workouts 3 days a week and getting better results, which is, I mean, pretty darn amazing because time is valuable. Us women are busy, and time, we can never get that back, right? So who wants to be slaving away at the gym, slaving away with workouts that aren't going to get us the results that we want, and they're not enjoyable either? So I highly suggest you tap the link I placed for you around this video. Head on over to the next page. Let's get started together on the right type of cardio, the right type of core work that is going to get you looking and feeling your absolute best as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for joining me today. I absolutely adore each and every one of you. I see your amazing comments coming in, and thank you so much for your support. I'm wishing you an amazing day. See you again soon. Bye-bye.